Monopoly. We all know the game. Everyone starts from go with the same amount of money and follows the same set of rules. Yet, as we play along and roll the dice, the outcome changes. In the end, you are rich, poor, privileged, disadvantaged, winner or a loser. So what are our chances in real life if we all don't have equal opportunities or equal starting points? These inequalities are more profound. Sorry. These inequalities are more profound when you try and navigate the service system, and even more amplified when there are differences of language, culture, class, ability, gender, and sexuality. I want to do a very simple experiment with all of you. I want your hands up like this, and come with me on a journey. हमारी सर्विस को फोन करने के लिए शुक्रिया. 1 दबाएं अगर आपको अकाउंट सहायता चाहिए. 2 दबाएं अगर आपको कुछ रिपोर्ट करना है. 3 दबाएं अगर आपको इंटरप्रेटर चाहिए. Now, if I asked you to make a choice from the numbers 1, 2, and 3, the response from the majority of the room was 3. So, in the mishmash of strange syllables coming at you, the word interpreter carried the promise of some way out of this confusion. Imagine if this didn't even exist at all. In fact, it's not likely to be there most of the times, as a majority of the service systems don't even offer this option. This is the experience of many people I work with every day. As hard as they try, the systems they use are designed for the convenience of the provider, not the user. We need service systems that are fair, inclusive, equitable. What is currently offered excludes, diminishes. It excludes engagement. Human-centered design should be at the start, not at the end of every government and service industry planning. People have a right to engage with dignity with our systems. My hope is that you all go back to the drawing board and look at redesigning your interactive voice recording menu and really think about how you can make it genuinely interactive. Multicultural Australia policy only came into existence in 1973. There are currently over 300 languages spoken in Australia. The service system's response to this complex situation is those easy English guides. Do you know who they're designed for? People with intellectual disabilities. Since when is not speaking English a disability? I want everyone in this room to really think how you promote inclusiveness with dignity for people to engage with your systems. Have you ever tried explaining a product disclosure statement or terms and conditions to someone? I have, like many other financial counselors. It is hard. You need a law degree to understand the complex and jargonistic language. And it's all the way more harder when the words don't even exist in translated language. When I speak to my clients and I ask, did you understand the contracts, the terms and conditions? I get a blank look. What is that? And then, when I explain, their response is, yes, they said something and I signed. It is simply unfair for a person to sign up to a contract or make life-changing financial decisions without understanding what they are doing. The service system's response to this unfair situation is, well, they're signed, and that's the end of the story. But it should not be how the story should start. People have the dignity to make informed decisions. Consider this. If complex language is hard enough already for the average person, what if you didn't do well in English? Or English is your second, third, or fourth language? What about the seeing or the hearing impaired? When it comes to contracts, they need to be in simple English so that there is a fair consideration for both sides, not only in complexity, but in perspective. So, simply put, access to independent interpreters, in-language information, and accessibility principles should be a fundamental in our service design. Our systems are moving at a really fast pace with digitalization, artificial intelligence, chats, bots, open banking. I ask, how will you bring people along if they haven't even engaged effectively with the current systems? Our service systems in Australia have always been considered world-class in leading innovation and creativity. There are huge opportunities to change our system for the better. Let's do this from ground up. Let's make this a system that applies in equal measure to everyone. Let's make this a system where people are treated with dignity and respect and feel included. So if we do that, there are also opportunities for us to export this to other countries. Think about it. We're going to be world leaders in bringing that to the forefront. And whilst we can't expect a perfect society, what we can expect is to build fairer systems. As Mahatma Gandhi said, a true measure of any society is in how it treats its most vulnerable members. If we are going to be a better society, what are you going to do about it?